in the volatile days of July 2024 that the youth and student community of Bangladesh took to the streets to demand their rights. What began as a simple movement seeking the recognition of merit and qualification quickly took on historical significance. However, when force was used to suppress the legitimate demands of the students, the protest transformed into resistance. Starting from the campus of Dhaka University, the movement surged across the nation, spreading to every educational institution and every street. A single inflammatory remark and the deep sense of insult that followed propelled the movement into an entirely new dimension. Ordinary students stood united, bound together in a fight for their rights and their dignity. The situation was rapidly spiraling out of control, and then, on the 18th of July 2024, mobile internet services across the country were completely shut down. The entire nation was plunged into the darkness of an unprecedented digital blackout, leaving it completely isolated from the outside world. Throughout those days without the internet, a brutal crackdown unfolded, both under the cover of darkness and in broad daylight. Every corner of the country trembled under the patrols of joint forces, the blasts of sound grenades, and the roar of relentless gunfire echoing through residential areas. Ordinary citizens were forced to live in a state of extreme uncertainty and terror, even within the safety of their own homes. Unprecedented scenes, with helicopters hovering above for surveillance and firing tear gas shells. Yet no amount of force could stem the tide of this mass uprising. Carrying the heavy burden of losing their loved ones, the movement transformed into a single, unified demand, a sentiment etched permanently into the nation's walls through powerful graffiti. This struggle was not confined within the borders of our map. Expatriate Bangladeshis across the globe took to the streets, standing in solidarity against this injustice. Through the fearless sacrifices of countless youth and ordinary people, a new and glorious chapter in the history of Bangladesh was written. This immortal echo of the fight for rights will remain etched in our hearts forever. The pressure became insurmountable. The regime, which had relied on force, finally crumbled before the unified will of the people. On the historic day of August 5th, the long march to Dhaka turned into an unstoppable wave of humanity. Realizing that the ground beneath had shifted and that the public's defiance could no longer be contained, Sheikh Hasina resigned and was forced to flee the country. That moment marked the end of an era of authoritarian rule and the dawn of a new, long-awaited future for Bangladesh.